Okay, today is September 14th, I believe, and it's 2010. We're up at the top of Sleeping Giant. This is at the top of the tower. There's some windows at the top level of the tower. I'm going to take you to look around the tower a little bit here first. But we're on top of the tower trail. This is where it takes you. So I'm going to take you down here to the windows. This is the payoff view over here. This is the view of New Haven area. So out there somewhere, I'm going to zoom you in slow into New Haven, and then there's the New Haven Harbor. Those two mounds that you're looking at right now, that's East Rock, and that's the monument right there on top of East Rock. And there's New Haven down there on New Haven Harbor. Now if you look off into the distance there, you see the water, and then you see a line above the water. That's land. That's Long Island. So Long Island's running parallel to the Connecticut shoreline. So there's a little better look at New Haven again. We're going to try to zoom in a little more again, see if we lose it on the way in. So you got a pretty good view of New Haven right there. We're standing on the breastbone right now, which is probably the highest point on the second mountain. From here, we'll take a little look around. There's the new facility for sports for Quinnipiac College. So there's New Haven from the second mountain. Got a little bit better view than we had before. So folks, now we're at the front end of the second mountain, and this in my estimation is the best view in all of the park. So hold on a second, I'll move out to the end a little more out there, and I'll show you what the view is from that spot. Yep, so starting down here in the foreground, you see Quinnipiac College, and we'll zoom you in down there. You can see it a little better, the parking lot, and the green in the middle of the courtyard. So anyways, I'm backing out. Now this is all of Hamden that you're looking at, and there's a valley that goes right down to New Haven down there. Yeah, looking back down into New Haven again. On a clear day you can see all the way out to Long Island. We saw a little bit of it earlier. And let's see, the VA hospital, you can see the VA hospital. And I'm going to zoom way in so you can see that a little bit better. Yeah, I know somebody that works there personally. Once again, this is a beautiful area. My girlfriend and I, we come here almost every day. We've been doing a lot of hiking for the last 6 months, and we absolutely love it. We like to bike too, so we're going to start biking to the hike pretty soon. Take a look at that ledge over there. That's the head. There's people that actually rappel off those ledges over there. And there's a rock slide, a bunch of rocks gathered down at the bottom of that thing. So this is it. One last look, and we'll call it a night. We're going to be heading down because it'll start getting dark really soon. I'm taking you here where we park all the time. This is in the back parking lot, and this is a nice little picnic area. There you'll see they have a covered area, picnic area, and this is in the back parking lot, actually near the bathroom. We always park here so you can hit the bathroom on the way out, hit it on the way back. Path I'm going to take you down to, this is the purple path. All the paths have little painted designations. The purple path, it leads down to the river, which is just beside the main parking area, which is also across the street from the Quinnipiac College. As you can see, there's a little set of railroad tie steps here. So I'll show you that, and then I'll take you down to the river. I'll pick you back up. So there's the steps that we go down all the time. Right there, railroad tie steps. Beautiful little park. We're going to go down to the river down there. So here's the approach to the river. Again, that street over there is the main street coming down to Quinnipiac College from Route 10. And we got a beautiful river along this rocky path. If you can see, all these paths are very, very rocky. This is because Sleeping Giant State Park was at once a rock mining area. So we're down at the river, and you can see that that tree has a powder blue designation and also a purple. That's because this is also the powder blue trail. Anyways, let me show you this river. This place is just gorgeous. Look at this tree going down across the river. Yeah, and look down there, beautiful. You see the reflection in the water. Gorgeous. Another view from the bend in the river that we just saw a little while ago. I brought you to the point where you can see a little further down. There's like a concrete bridge, and that's along the purple trail, which goes down there. and it stays along the river, and it goes all along the first mountain of the head of the Sleeping Giant. So the head is basically to our right. So there's a path that leads up to the head. It's called the Powder Blue. As you can see right there, the Powder Blue goes to the right while the purple goes to the left. So we're going to go across this little bridge and up to the left, and we're going up a steep little small hill. So here's the approach to where the Powder Blue becomes its own trail, and you end up going up this hill here. It's pretty steep, and by the time you get to the top of it, your calves are usually pretty tight. And here's a little bit better view of that same approach to the little hill. We're going to go up there. We're headed up. I'll show you from the top when we get up there. So here we are, still headed up. You probably can tell by my breathing, I'm still huffing. It's so steep that you barely can get your footing. So it's real important to go a little slow. You don't slip and fall and ruin your hike. See you at the top. Yeah, so here we are. We're at the top of the first hill on the Powder Blue. If you look down here, that's where we came up. So we just came around the corner, and look at what we get a chance to see. This is where they used to do the quarrying, and that's trap rock, and that's what they did. They mined trap rock here. I'll get you a little closer. Yep, so here I am on top of the little hill before the head, and you can see that that's the head there. What you end up doing is going right up that right side of that ledge right there, all the way to the top of the head, and then over and back to the other side over there. And on the other side there is also a cliff. But anyways, take a look at the quarry end of it. Yeah, and then one of the first challenges that you run into is this little area right here. It's just a short little climb down, but a little bit jagged and difficult to navigate. So you're in and out of rocks and climbing down and around. So here's what you see when you first start heading up the head. A little bit jagged rock, a little difficult to navigate. And you can look down into where the quarry used to be, right down there. And there's actually a grass field at the bottom, down there. But we're headed up there. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? This is your climb, all rocks, plenty of places to find steps. It's gorgeous. So if you've never been here and you live in this area, that's the New Haven County area, you're really missing something. This is the area where it's a little more difficult to navigate, but there's plenty of cracks to grab a hold of there. A little more slippery. We're going right up there though. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna hit it running. I'm putting my feet in little cracks along the rock, trying to keep my balance leaning forward. And a little more difficult. But right now we're on the side of that ledge. Hopefully I won't fall down. The wind's trying to blow me right now. But take a look at where we are. You're right on the top of the quarry area. And they're looking down the ledge all the way down. That's where we first started out, way down there. So just before we go into the wood line, you get to see Quinnipiac College down there. The little lake behind there. Those of you who know the area, that little bridge right there, that's on New Road. Comes up alongside the college and almost leads directly to the entrance of the Sleeping Giant.